What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Check it out, man. Had to discuss this real quick. As you may or may not know, July the 4th, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan will be speaking and addressing the entire world. We living in a critical time. Different opinions, different philosophies and ideologies floating all over the place. Um, Division running rampant among the world. And the minister has a message for the whole world. So, in the wake of that, I found out today that there's a company, there's a streaming channel called Fox Soul, Soul, like Soul Brother. And I guess this is like the black side of Fox or whatever. They've allowed the black section of Fox, the Negro department. So I found out that Fox Soul was scheduled to be airing the minister's speech. And just as soon as I found out, as fast as I found out that the speech was going to be aired on Fox Soul, I found out that they changed their mind and it's not going to be broadcast. So I had to read the article and find out what was going on. And much to my unsurprise, the good old ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, got word that the minister was going to be broadcast on this streaming channel, and they reached out with their mighty hand and smacked Fox Soul across the head and say, nope, y'all are not going to allow, their words, this racist, this bigot, this anti-Semite, this homophobe to come on this channel and spew hate. And in a blink of an eye, it was all over. The minister was nixed, and now the minister's speech will be replaced with what they described as a compilation of other black leaders. I don't know if it's past, present, or whatever, but they've obviously taken who they decided and deemed to be the ones who are okay for black people to hear from. Now think about that for a minute. When I read the mission statement on Fox Soul, it said that it's a live and interactive streaming channel dedicated to the African American viewer. The programs aim to celebrate black culture and deal with real topics that impact the everyday lives of the black community through frank, let me read it right, through frank and insightful dialogue with local and national influencers. So the programs aim to celebrate black culture, deal with real topics that impact the everyday lives of the black community. Yet, the Jewish ADL makes the determination which black people get to represent those very things I just named. Think about that. So, you're free, you're equal, you got a platform, but that platform is given to you under a condition. It's given to you conditionally. If you step out of line and decide to broadcast something that we view as being disrespectful or hateful or we don't agree with, we'll pull the plug. That's the ADL. That's the Jewish elite. See? So when they throw you these bones, and we so happy to take them, man, I got my own show on Fox. I got my platform. It's a black platform. Nope. It's not a black platform. So your job was on the line, your future connections were on the line, and you punked out. You folded under the pressure. You had a chance to do something real great, but Let's not focus on the soul part of Foxsoul, the SOUL part. Focus on the Fox part. Because that's the part we got to always look at and say, okay, well, yeah, it's Fox. So, of course, we knew that coming in. I'm saying that to say that we have to make sure that we start establishing our own whatever. That way, no one can tell you what you can and cannot say. It's like the independent record label artist versus the major label record recording artist. There's certain things that the label is going to allow you to say and not allow you to say. But as a free independent, you can say whatever you want to say. So there's a war going on for the minds of black people. And Jonathan Greenblatt, who's the CEO of the ADL, he feels as though he has the power to decide what's best for us and what we should and should not hear. But the truth of the matter is, that's only part of it. The reality is that they know that this man, Minister Farrakhan, has a history of exposing their dirty work. Right? So any opportunity that they get to intercept that pass, they're going to try to do so. But it's not going to stop the minister, because NOI.org is the website where you can hear the speech. And again, I want you guys to know that it's not just for black people. It's for every human being that got a set of ears. So ADL, what are you afraid of? What you scared of? What is it that you feel this man is gonna say that's so dangerous? Because you call him homophobic, you call him anti-Semitic, and you're using the LGBT community to try to latch on to your fight because they are a powerful group as well. But if you have a group that is standing up for the rights of the individuals who are members of that group, you still have to make sure that whatever fight you choose is a legitimate fight. And no matter how much I dislike a person or how much of an enemy that I view an individual or an organization to be, if I want any credibility, I can't even lie on my enemy. I can't lie on my enemy. You feel what I'm saying? You getting into a petty beef with somebody, instead of dealing with that based on facts, you make up something. You lose credibility like that. So this book is one of the things they have a problem with. The secret relationship between blacks and Jews. The minister talks about, this book talks about how Jews gained control of the black American economy. The facts are in the book. From their participation in the slave trade to their control of entertainment and Hollywood and music. But guess what? Here's the problem. The problem is people who would like to say, well, man, this is just a Nation of Islam book. Y'all could have put anything in it. Again, when you go to NOI.org and you get this book, you'll see that, look how thick it is. Everything in this book was given by Jewish scholars and rabbis for the sole purpose of no one being able to say that we made some stuff up. So, July 4th, Saturday, 10 a.m. Central Time, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan will be speaking live. Be sure to check it out. Again, the message is for the whole world. And for those who like to use Minister Farrakhan as the litmus test to judge how black people, whether black people will stay in your favor or not, that day is coming to an end. So I say to any of the black companies, organizations, entertainers, athletes, whoever, politicians, if they ask you about Farrakhan, if you support him, say you support him. If you don't, you don't. But that's always been the strategy. We're going to put them on the spot and use our power. And if they express any support for this man, we snatching the rug right from under their feet. Who's going to be tough enough to stand up in the face of that kind of fire? And if you roll with the man, you roll with him regardless. It's your big brother K-Rino, man. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.